Hello, welcome to part two of I don't know how many part series. No, this is not much of a series. It's a react. Um, I forgot what I was talking about. Uh, I just got into a tangent, and so I think I was talking about crime and stuff and how bad it is. Let's continue.
What happened, guys? We were such a good society. Like honestly, we were a good society.
Ah,
Like
yeah, I
nobody was
remember what we were talking
racist. We all
about.
got along. Like what happened? What they
Yeah, I agree with Leaf. By the way, when I was a kid, there was never any talk about black or white. Like, well, I mean, like obviously, I mean, like it was funny, right? So the black kids were the cool kids back in the day. And by the way, that's not even that far from now. It's like 2000, 2001, 2002, 2005. The kids were being black was cool. Um, and there were even some white kids who were trying to who would basically identify as black or find out they have a little bit of black in their ancestry, and now instead of being a loser, now they're cool, right? It's so it's really weird that now all of a sudden, oh well, the entire everything is racist, so now we need DEI. Now we need diversity, equity, and inclusion because not many black people are getting hired. And it's like, no, that's definitely not the case because most of the rise of all the black actors happened in the last decade. So how can you say that how can you even with a straight face say that that black people are so disenfranchised? And the thing is that the reason they could even say this is because they are unwilling to go into the details about what's actually happening and the reasons that it's happening and how most of it has to do mostly with family and upbringing rather than uh why, rather than, oh well, it's just this one thing, and well, they're racist. It's a Ku Klux Klan thing, and it's like, no, no, it's not. You're so dishonest. No, no, it's not. You're not even looking at any of the evidence either while you're saying this, and they'll make up some numbers and some bull crap, and it's totally inconsistent and doesn't make any sense or hold up any level of scrutiny. But who cares, right? We'll sell it, and you know what? Because they've made sure everyone was retarded, everyone bought it. Everyone bought it. Everyone's racist now, and the retards are eating it up, or the quangos, as Leaf likes to say. The quangos are eating it up, and there just happens to be so much quangos. And why is that? Whew, that's another video. Why are there so many quangos? You know what? If you want me to make a video about that, I can. By the way, because I know the answer for why there's so many quangos. It has to do with the schooling system and the just the schooling structure, and how it's not holding up anymore because like the kids aren't smart anymore. Most of them can barely read. When I was a kid, I actually had horrible. I had a bad like reading ability when I was young. I had lower than average reading ability, and it's funny. I feel that my reading ability when I was a kid, which was technically lower than average, is much better than some of the kids today, and so strange. And that most likely mostly has to do with the way my life went when I was a kid. But I mean, like, it's still ridiculous that I was considered lower than average when I was a kid, and I had better reading ability and sentence understanding than they do now. Well, let's continue. I'm getting into tangents now. Let me stop it.
What even happened?
If you're involved in any political circles on the internet. These one-off comments will also get
No, we all
thousands
know
of
what
likes and
happened.
retweets in their own right. I made one myself just as a throwaway post, and it ended up getting over 16,000 likes. Now, the mimetic power of these sorts of posts are so obvious that I don't really need to spend a lot of time covering it here. This is not an explicitly political argument. In the most literal sense, it's just an image of something small, harmless, and aesthetically pleasing. And yet, thousands upon thousands of people seem to have almost immediately understood what's meant when someone says, this is a disaster for the left. That really only happens if the meme itself is pointing to something that people already feel but haven't fully articulated in words.
Yeah.
In a way, that's what a meme literally is if you're forced to give a non-academic
Oh, guys, I gotta do.
definition. Now, that
Oh
might
man, I just tweeted today though. I already tweeted the. I don't know if I want to ruin my tweet because I just tweeted the contest out. But dude, I had a really good picture. I wanted to post. I wanted to retweet.
Tweet it tomorrow.
explain the
Damn
viral
it.
side of things.
Dropped it
But
for
what about
tomorrow.
the explicit right-wing
wanna
nature
make my
of
own
these
now.
posts? Where are the viral posts of leftists
So
quote
for the
tweeting
left,
about cats
maybe
lounging
I'll recover
around
from
saying
this.
that this is a disaster for the right? I'm sure we'll see it eventually, if for no other reason
Well,
than
they always take over. Yeah, I was literally gonna say that. They always take over the meme after, and then they try to. Dude, they always make it like overly complicated too. Like
vindicate the iron
every
law that the
time.
left can't meme without stealing things from the right. But there's something about beauty, nature, innocence, and even cuteness that the right has latched onto and claimed as its own, almost as a response to what it sees as the degeneracy and ugliness of modern left-wing aesthetic movements. What seems to be happening here, at least on a deeper level, is that the right has begun to intuit, again, not necessarily consciously, that a great deal of the left's cultural dominance over the past several decades has not simply been a matter of persuasion or institutional capture, but of something closer to aesthetic and psychological demoralization.
Mm-hmm.
We've been subjected to decades of leftist infiltration.
True.
The arts, architecture,
Jeez.
cinema, media,
Ugh.
entertainment, all of these things have been hijacked. And they've all tried to push hideous, ugly things have been hijacked. And they've all tried to push hideous.
Oh God. I don't understand this. The idea that like this is good. This is not good. This is bad. And it all started with the Renaissance, right? The Art Deco period. Cuz I mean like a lot of artists were trying to expand the definition of art, right? Except they were doing it in a good way, not in whatever the hell this is. This is not art. Maybe to some fringe person this is art, but this can't be normalized, right? Fringe art, probably someone likes it somewhere out there and someone's probably willing to spend thousands of dollars on this, but that's probably like a eccentric fringe unknown art collector, right? Not in the mainstream, right? This is not for the mainstream. This is not to be lauded outside the Brit Awards. This is not good art. This is not good art. Good art is the Sixtine Chapel, right? Piece done by Michelangelo. Or wait, what's the Sixtine Chapel? Um, I think the Sixtine Chapel was not Michelangelo. It was in fact Leonardo da Vinci. Let me make sure I haven't made an idiot of myself. The Sistine Chapel. Ceiling. Oh, I was right. It was by Michelangelo. So I was wrong. Leonardo da Vinci did another one though, which it wasn't the Sistine Chapel. I think is something else. Uh, Da Vinci artwork. That's the Starry Night. Was it the Last Supper on the? Mural located in the refectory of the Convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie in Milan, Italy. Yeah, so he did his own piece. But this is art, right? This is art. This is stuff that took years for him to do. This is like real art. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into this stuff. He didn't just have a black canvas. He put a white line and then he sells it to some retard. Okay, that he didn't do that. He put his soul into his work, and that's what I mean. I feel that a lot of the art of nowadays, by these fringe stupid idiots, it doesn't take very long. They could probably try and espouse that, oh well, it took me hours to do this, or oh, it took me like 30 days to figure out how I should put this line on the black canvas so that it pops out. Like it could, like it's total performative. It's performative art, right? It's nothing like this. It's nothing like this stuff here. But yeah, well, let's get back to Leaf. Oh, I guess this will be the ending for part two. And I'll start part three. Uh, yeah, I'm sorry. I keep on going into my tangents. And to be honest, I think I went into a better tangent in my last video, than I did in this one. And I will upload that, by the way. The me making a fool of myself. But I'm gonna upload this one first. I think I made better arguments in my last one, which is why I was really angry that I messed it up, and I've been trying to do them all in one take too. So it's probably another issue because I don't want to edit stuff. Because I don't have the time to do that. So and I don't have the money to outsource the editing either. Ooh, what a what a crime. Well, all right. I hope you like this video. You tell me if you don't. If you don't, comments at the bottom below. Like, subscribe, share the video to all your friends. I don't know. Do whatever you want. It's your life. I can't dictate what you do. Peace.